Hey, welcome to the Gary Abbott YouTube channel. Hold on. My camera's moving. Again, welcome to the Gary Abbott YouTube channel. Today, I've got a golf cart video. When you live in the villages and you have a golf cart, you always look at the other people's golf carts and you wonder, did I make the right choice? Well, I'm no different than everybody else. This is not about research for a grand video of how to pick your golf cart. It's about me looking at two golf carts I've never tried before and reviewing one I've reviewed in the past or talked about in the past. I just wanted to double take and have another look at it. So here we go with the look at a golf cart that I've never looked at before, and it is the Rev. The Rev. I saw this in the northern section of the villages. It's fully enclosed. It is a golf cart that is different looking, has 4 doors, has a back seat, not that big a back seat, but has a back seat, and I took it for a ride. The Rev, I will tell you a couple of things that are negatives. One is the windows only come down halfway, so you can't have the windows all the way down. So it could turn a little hot in there, even though it has air conditioning and heating. And as you can see as I test this out, it's got fans. It's got fans if you need them. The other thing is, I'm only 5'10", and my knees hit the bottom of the steering wheel trying to get in, and the steering wheel doesn't adjust. It's got a lot of pep, it's got a lot of go. The battery size, I think it was like a 160 or higher, and it had a pretty good range, so it was a little bit different. It had like a 70-80 mile range, which was really good. But those couple of negatives, I couldn't see myself getting in there. I'm not a small guy, so it was tight. It was a lot like some of the other small carts that I drove. If you recall an older video where I took one of a different brand out and it broke down. The good news is, okay, the company that sells this, they do a great job with the carts. And they make a lot of improvements, putting gel seats and stuff on the cart for you to make it as comfortable as possible if you want a fully enclosed cart. The one thing that I will tell you is he recognized when I was trying it out that it just wasn't a fit for me. But they're having a new model come out in the next couple of weeks. And I'll put the company down below. The new cart, the windows come down, it looks more like a Mini Cooper, and he said it's wider. Guy like me would want to try a little wider cart. So I next went to the Hidden Creek golf carts, which sell the Evolution and the 4 seats facing forward. And you see a lot of these in the villages. I mean, a lot. When I first looked at these, they only came with it. You could increase the battery size to a 160. They didn't have the extended battery, the 205. They now do. But I guess I want to this is kind of I want to just be right up front. The Rev carts were like $13,000, $14,000. These carts, if you put everything you need to be comparable to what you need in the villages, and just let me read through what you've got to add on to the $9,595 price. To get the 205 battery, you got to add $2,500. To drop the roof, $120 extra to get it, make sure it goes through all of the tunnels in the villages. The umbrella that you add is another $13.99, so $1,400. I'll skip some of the other things, the running lights, that kind of stuff, but golf club attachment, another 105. I would say the rear view mirror with bar, 75 bucks. Overhead storage tray, 109. You add those up, 4,000, 5,400. You're 14, 15,000. If you add everything up, you're 15,000 for one of these carts. So it's in the price range. They come with a lot of extras though. I won't be shy about that. It does come with some things that I really liked was the adjustable steering column. I liked forward-facing front seats for the money. So now I went to Brownwood, the Villages golf cart store, and I started to just look around. I looked around at the Star carts. Star carts are they're around $19,000, $20,000 for a two-seater. When you're talking 4 seats facing forward, you're probably into 24. If the Star carts also have a level down called the Capella, and that's what you're looking at here, a Capella model that has 4 facing forward, and I believe this one also has 2 facing back, so it fits 6 people. Now the Capellas are a lot less. They start, the 4-seater facing forward starts at $17,000. So you get the Star brand, but I didn't know how well they rode, being an entry level or one level down from the Star Sirius model, the Capella. So I started looking at these 4-seater facing forward, and many came with the back, so they're really 6-seater. So you're going to add some money for the rear facing seats and the matching upholstery and all of that. So I was interested in the Capella, and I'm going to show you here some of my favorite carts. This is a Sirius facing forward. This is the luxury of all. It runs about $30,000. But that's the price of a Ford Maverick base price. You can get a real automobile. So it's a gorgeous cart. I mean, you look at this thing, it is a very beautiful cart. And, you know, if money doesn't matter, probably this cart is something that you would want to take for a test drive and see what you think. And it's a 6-seater. It's a big cart. When you get that 6-seater going, they're long carts. That's the other part, that the Evolution 4-seater facing forward, I've seen it park straight in the parking spots and be able to fit, because it's not that much longer than the other. Now here's a Star cart that is not a 6-seater but a 4-seater. This is a pretty cart. Maybe you don't like purple, but I think it's a pretty cart. And yeah, if I was starting out new, hadn't bought any carts yet, I might take this one for a spin. But I don't really want to spend the kind of money that they're asking for. So instead of 30, it's 27. I don't know if you can negotiate a little bit on it, but it does have all the custom seats versus the plain seats. Like when I look and tell you the Capella starts at 17, doesn't have the custom seats, doesn't have any of those things. Pretty cart. So I'm going to show you a couple more carts before I actually take one out. Again, this is a Capella, 4 facing forward. It's in white. And as you look at this thing, it's $17,000. And the Capella carts, the newer models, they're only delivering them with 210 amp hour battery. So that's great. You won't have any mileage range issue. The screen is pretty big on these Star carts. These are the standard seats. And then right behind it is a Yamaha. Again, Yamaha makes a very nice facing forward. This one's sold, so I can't really tell you what the price is. I'm sure it was expensive. I'm sure it was in the between 25 and 30,000 at least. It doesn't have the back seats, but it's just facing forward. Very nice cart. So from here, I went in the showroom and I suddenly saw this 2-seater Capella cart. And it's this one right here. And I was intrigued because I have a cart. I have a Yamaha QuietTech cart. And I was thinking, well, what happens if I don't want to get a new cart with 4 seats, but just get another 2-seater so my wife can go where she wants to go and I can go where I want to go, and just have 2 carts versus 1 cart that's very expensive. And these 2-seater carts are $14,795. And again, this is all the basic stuff that came on it. And I guess I have my hand in the way on filming that. But it's a pretty cart. It is a nice looking cart. And I enjoyed taking it for a test drive. The one thing that I will say when I took it on the test drive, see, this has the bigger battery pack. So you won't have any kind of range issues with this thing. So as you drove it back, I did recognize the difference between the Capella and the Sirius. Clearly it was rougher riding. The shocks are much bigger on the Sirius. It's got a few more features, and I just noticed it going over the bridge that it felt, all carts might be a little rough, but for me it was like, it wasn't as smooth as some of the other carts that I've tried out. So that was me taking everything for a quick ride. The bottom line, I'm not making any changes at the moment. I may go back and take a look at this one that the Rev dealership was selling that is coming out that looks like a Mini Cooper. Believe it or not, I used to own a Mini Cooper, so I would be very interested in how wide it is, if my knees hit, how it is with the windows all the way down. I'm curious. I'm always curious as to what's coming out because they always seem to make improvements, and that sounds like a major improvement if they make them wider, and it will look a lot different on the golf cart path. The Cadillac is still the Star Sirius for electric golf carts. Yamaha is probably still the king for gas carts. Happy shopping when you go. This isn't a shopping video, but it's just something that I did during the week to just check out some of the new carts. And new carts are always coming out with new features and new ads. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Catch me on the next video.